Hey guys, welcome to my impressions on the remastered Homeworld strategy game. So, I'll be honest that I haven't really played the original games. Doing a quick search, I think I was tied up in other games like Soul Reaver or Quake, but I'm not sure. My memory's pretty bad. Anyway, I did some reading, but I'll try not to say anything on the original ones. But for other gamers out there who've spent hours on the originals, especially those who basically just fell in love with the 99 and the 2003 releases, just leave your thoughts in the comment section below on how things have changed or what you think that this remastered version could have just basically done better. Now, this remake was made by Gearbox, and if you get the remastered collection on Steam, you also get the classic versions to go with it. So one of the reasons I pre-ordered was to check out the multiplayer beta, which I'll probably show in another video. Anyway, with that, here are my thoughts on the game. So most of you guys are probably using Steam or the Steam client already, so you guys already know that if you purchased any games from them, you already know it's pretty much no hassles thing in acquiring the game. I did encounter an issue where I was getting a missing executable file error. I eventually found out that was because of my antivirus. It was treating the game, the main executable file, as malware or something. So just in case, if you encounter something like that, or where the main executable file is missing, just make sure to add it to your antivirus exclusions list. Now, the opening screen is nice and clean, just the way I like it. It does, however, once you get inside the different options, it does offer a host of options that you can tweak. So, for example, there are numerous keybinds that you can set to make the game easier to control or manage. So that won't really be a problem for veteran RTS players or MMO players with multiple keys to remember. Still, if you just find that using your mouse is what you prefer, that won't really be a problem for most of the time, or it won't be so bad. The video options are quite detailed and allows you to tailor it according to what your system can handle. Although right now, I'm just the way I'm seeing it, I don't think it's going to be taxing for most systems, but just in case you do have some problems, the video options are there for you to adjust. One thing I didn't like about that is that it didn't have an option to set it to windowed full screen mode. I find that mode really useful, as I do use two monitors even though I'm gaming. However, minus that, there were really a good number of options, and I'm pretty happy with the way Gearbox set it up. Now, there's also a tutorial option that you can take. I'll be honest, I was thinking of skipping it entirely, and I basically just wanted to jump into the gameplay. But it's a good thing I didn't. Now, I haven't played an RTS or any kind of RTS in a while, and I didn't fully understand the scope of Homeworld. So, gameplay is not limited to a single plane. You can freely move the camera forward, backwards, sideways, and up or down. It's really a three-dimensional strategy experience. So at this moment, it appears that taking advantage of the vertical aspect of the game will really help in multiplayer. This tutorial itself is fairly quick though, and you'll be done and out in no time. One last thing about the main menu is that it also allows you to set up a skirmish against bots. So if I'm not mistaken, it immediately allows you to pick the races from both Homeworld games with the game modes to choose from. So you can immediately jump into this aspect of the game in case you don't care too much for the campaign. However, it would be a shame and a waste of money to skip the single-player game mode altogether. So for a space RTS without hero characters to work with, it offers a good storyline and nicely developing combat. So without giving too much away for those who are new to the game like me, the story is about the Kushan race and their journey to find, as the game title says, their homeworld. It's done via well-done voiceovers telling you the story as you go through each mission. There is actually a more detailed backstory if you want more details, and that's you can find that through the Homeworld Wikia page. Now, once you start the campaign, and even in skirmish mode, you'll notice basically the immense amount of space that is available to you. It gives you that feeling of being in the middle of nowhere, yet you don't feel so lost at all. So the ships, the space debris, the planets, and then the nebulae just give you a very solid experience. So Zooming in on specific ships will surprisingly give a good amount of detail, but don't, of course, expect anything fantastic. So, in my opinion, Gearbox has done well in the graphics department for this game, and it's really just an amazing thing to look at while you're gaming. I did upload my video in 720p, and that's mainly because I'm limited with the editor I'm using. But to sort of make up for that, I did record in the highest detail possible, and at the same time, I rendered in 60 FPS, so that basically, I'm just trying to add as much detail as possible just to do justice to this game. If you do want a 4K video to see the immensity of the game, I'll leave this link in the description box below for what Gearbox was able to produce for their trailer. Anyway, even with the huge game world, the amount of control given to you helps you navigate through the numerous amounts of ships at your disposal. So you can bind or similar or particular units to a specific keyboard number, much like other RTS games. You can group faster ships together, your mothership to one keybind, or your resource collectors to another. So the movements of your ships, both large and small, are quite smooth and make sense depending on their size. The UI is also done well so that it doesn't clutter your screen with so much unnecessary info. You can even use the backspace key to remove it entirely if you just want to watch your fleet engaging the enemies. And if you're watching multiple ships of different classes going at it, it's just a lot of fun to watch. In case, well, one thing I encountered, I did encounter some texture issues. In case you do encounter that or experience that texture issue, like being able to, how do I say it, see through your ship's hulls, make sure you turn off overlays like Riva Tuner, as it does appear to be causing the issue. I'm hoping Gearbox will, patch the game for that. Anyway, I don't know what they can do. But anyway, the combat is really beautiful and sort of, artful in a sense. I think that should also sum up my impressions of the game so far. So if you're an RTS or a space RTS fan, then this is definitely something you should pick up. Even if you just pick it up for the remastered campaigns alone, it's still a whole lot of fun. So anyway, thanks for watching this video, guys. So I'll just leave the video to roll on a bit for you to see some other gameplay footage that I was able to capture. Again, thanks for watching.
No problem. No problem.
Light corvette complete.
Resource collector taking enemy fire.
Group 1 has defeated the enemy.
Group 1 copies. Group 3 standing by. Attack coordinates locked in. Group 1 copies. Moving to intercept. Group 2 copies. Attack coordinates locked in. Group 1.
Assault frigate complete.
Group 3 reporting.
Iron cannon frigate complete.
Group 4 reporting. Ready.
Group 4 assigned.
Attack vector laid in.